My name is Antoinette, and I'm a single mom of 7, and I'm living in poverty, and I'm working my way out of it. I came from one of 11. My mother and my father was in the home, but my father was strung out on drugs. I grew up in very poor conditions. We dealt with a lot of abuse, neglect, hurt, a lot of pain. We went without a lot. We didn't have shoes. A lot of days we didn't eat. We wasn't loved. We wasn't cared for. We were neglected a lot. The streets became my life. It was hard. I had no guidance. I had no parenting skills. I had nothing. I tried to go back to school at that point. I didn't want my kids, because now I have my kids, I didn't want them to grow up the way I did. I met a guy, and I thought that this guy was perfect for me. We got along and everything. The abuse started. The abuse started real heavy, and he pulled out a gun, and he threatened me, and he threatened my family. The abuse was just more than I've ever dealt with in any of the relationships that I've been. And I went with Victim Services and Safe Horizon for the last time. Now I begin to start praying. Now I take the Bible and I'm beginning to pray, because I'm like, Lord, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these kids. I don't know what's gonna happen to me. I don't know what to do. So I knew that I had family down this way. I saved all my money. It cost me $795 to take me and 7 kids on a Greyhound. My cousin came and got us, and she brought us to Charlotte. And I got a job, and the 3rd week, I applied for the apartment that I am in now. We slept on the floor. We didn't have any covers. We didn't have any sheets, blankets, beds, anything. Me and my kids slept in the kitchen as a team. I let them know. I said, we suffering, but we're gonna suffer together. I was only making $10 an hour. My rent was $700. My lights was still $100. You know, my gas was still $100. So I made under the amount to pay my bills. I only made enough to pay the rent. So my lights went off, and I met this lady. She rolled up on me, and she says, do you need any help? And I'm looking at her like, huh? She says, do you need any help? And I'm like, yeah, I need help. She's like, there's a place down the road. Take your bill and see if they can help you. She says, you in there with all them kids, you need help. So I go the particular next morning, and I found a Mission, which is a half a mile down the road from where I live. I tell the lady how, you know, I'm really struggling trying to pay my bill. And when I met Craig, he says, well, I think you fit real perfect into my Getting Ahead class. So I got up and I started going to the classes. Being in the class, it began to show me that I don't have to stay in poverty. Realize North Carolina is my new home. I don't have to be where I came from. I get up, I go to work, you know, I work on the weekends, I do hair. Anything that comes in, I take care of my family. I do what I gotta do.
Celestial.
Go ahead.
Object seen as a point of light in the sky.
JJ, what you writing? Since I've been here, my kids are all A students. The ones that's not A's, they B's, but they working and pressing hard to become an A. Okay, great. We're gonna continue this later. The love that I give them, they give me back. She thinks she is playing a game too. Those moments where They're playing and they're cracking jokes and they're rapping and they're dancing and they're just loving just being themselves. Those is what I strive on. That's the energy that keeps me going. Star, you ain't gonna laugh. You're just not gonna laugh. If it wasn't for the mission, I don't know where I'd be. Because the people from the mission has given me hope. And it's hard sometimes because you don't have your family and you don't have people to talk to. And you know the life that you live, you don't want to go back to. Coming, walking to this program and really seeing that there's genuine people who really care.
Your name?
Antoinette Bellinger. And there's a place that, you know, if you need it, is there for you. So many mothers don't even know this is a God's gift. So that's how I see it. I see it every day as God's way of saying, I got you. You're gonna be okay.